Across Trinidad and Tobago, we've been seeing the effects of the adverse weather, particularly across the Queen's Park Savannah. There were some planes sent flying by some damaging gusty winds, and the adverse weather alert, which began at 12 p.m. today, will likely continue until 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. So definitely be mindful of the possibility of street or flash flooding, also those gusty winds and landslips and landslides, especially around those areas which are already waterlogged. Now, during a yellow alert, you should basically be aware of the potential impacts of the hazards. So obviously there could be delays in terms of traffic as well as blocked roads, etc. In terms of this system, it is a tropical wave. It is not set to develop. It has no chance of developing because of some dry air being sucked into it as well and some unfavorable upper-level winds. But regardless, it will be a rainmaker across the Windward Islands. Some of those orange colours you will see sweeping across later tonight going into Saturday, and then eventually clearing through Sunday. And then on Monday we could be seeing a bit more in terms of some rainfall, especially towards the Lesser Antilles as we get towards the beginning of next week, all courtesy of the ITCZ. So right now across Tobago, you're noticing a lot of the clouds. Some of those showers may well turn heavy, especially after midnight. And if you are heading out, especially down towards Buku and the Canaan, be mindful of the fact that the heavy shower could also turn thundery as well. We could be seeing some gusty winds in those downdrafts as we go first thing in the morning. But conditions will actually begin to improve quite quickly through the afternoon, and you're noticing a lot more sunshine, especially to end the day. Now for Trinidad tonight, look for some of those heavier bursts around the western areas of Trinidad through Port of Spain, Marval, Diego Martin. A few of those showers could cause a street or flash flooding, as well as the possibility of landslides and landslips. Now there will be a slight break in terms of eastern areas seeing some sunshine, but overall the clouds will likely linger alongside the showers first thing in the morning, especially around western Trinidad. You're noticing a scattering of showers from Diego Martin coming down through Carenage, Port of Spain, through to Chaguanas, and also down towards southern areas as well. So especially for San Fernando, Pinal into Point Fortin, you will see a few of those heavier bursts after midnight, first thing in your morning, and then as you go through the afternoon, conditions will begin to improve, but you still won't get away from that brief thunder shower as you get towards the middle of the afternoon. So temperature-wise, looking at a mild 25 degrees Celsius tonight, 31 degrees Celsius tomorrow, so it'll be quite comfortable for many of you heading out. And then on Sunday, there'll be a drastic change, looking for a lot more sunshine for both Tobago as well as Trinidad. But then come on Monday, you will see a lot more in terms of those thundery downpours coming down towards Trinidad. The ITCZ could well be pushing in some moisture then, and then behind that, we'll see a lot more Saharan dust coming through on Tuesday, so that should quickly push away most of those rain clouds. Now, there's a small matter of some powerboat racing through Saturday morning. As you go through the Bocas, there's a slight chop out there, 1 meter. We could be getting up to 1.5 meters along the north coast, and those northeasterly swells around 8 to 9 seconds for the most part. But those early morning gusty winds around between 6 and 7 o'clock will likely begin to turn gentler as you get towards 8 and 9. And you also notice those winds veering towards the east-southeast as you go through the morning. And for those heading out towards the Atlantic, fisherfolk, etc., further east, you'll notice some 2-meter wind waves out there in the Atlantic, and still those gentle east-southeasterly winds will likely end your Saturday. And for those heading out to the beaches, you've got your high tide at 9:30 a.m. Now, across the Eastern Caribbean, they've been watching quite a bit of those heavier showers coming through, and that will likely impact Barbados as well as St. Vincent and Grenada as well as St. Lucia. They could be seeing some locally heavy bursts there and some possibility of street or flash flooding. So don't be surprised, and if you are flying up that way, so you may be seeing quite a bit of rainfall across the southern Windward Islands. Up towards St. Lucia as well, we could be seeing some of those downpours, but further to the north, sunshine will prevail for the Leeward Islands. And across Jamaica for Kingston, breezy at times and 33 degrees Celsius. It won't stop some of those thunder showers coming through, and a couple of those as well for Port-au-Prince, and then out towards Santo Domingo. A few showers first thing, and then it'll begin to brighten up through Sunday. So no, obviously we have an adverse weather alert. There's no tropical storm watch in effect, but be mindful of street or flash flooding as well as landslides and landslips. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.